How to identify technological processes which could use Triol AT27. Triol medium voltage frequency drives are used to solve the following technological and economic problems for an enterprise. Control of key technological processes with powerful motors. Integration of new critical equipment with minimal impact on the enterprise's other infrastructure. Implementation of a profitable investment. Creation of new opportunities to increase the competitiveness of the enterprise. Creation of a single fleet of powerful drives at the enterprise with a single control logic and element base. To solve all of these challenges in the most profitable way, you need to perform the following steps. Choose the right main equipment and the necessary options for the challenge. Develop a project for the integration of new equipment with the existing or projected infrastructure of the enterprise. Quickly and reliably introduce new critical equipment. Introduce a monitoring system for key indicators of the technological process and the equipment itself. Prepare, train, and provide personnel for the further successful operation of equipment, networks, options, and monitoring systems. There are many industries and public utilities which cannot operate without high-power units, driven by medium-voltage motors from 3 to 11 kilovolts, with power from 160 kilowatts to 70 megawatts. From the whole variety of industries, we will select the top 10, whose share exceeds 95% of the entire fleet of power machines and medium-voltage units. Thermal energy, hydropower, waste incineration plants, oil and gas production, petrochemistry, coal mining, mining industry, ferrous and non-ferrous metallurgy, cement and building materials, chemical industry, utilities, manufacture of rubber and plastic, sugar and ethanol production, sea and river transport. The aggregates listed earlier can be reduced to 6 main groups. Pumps are the most demanded units. Their share is 33% of the world market. The effect of controlling the operating modes of pumps with the help of inverters is significant on most of them. Feed, condensing, water intake, suction, centrifugal, horizontal, injection, drilling, oil pumping, mixing, drainage, mainline, injection, sewer, and slurry. The economic effect of using a frequency drive depends on the state of the implementation object and on the equipment load. Fans. Their share is approximately 30% of the world market. The efficiency from VFD control is clearly visible on exhaust fans, primary or partial ventilation, main ventilation fans, dust exhaust fans, furnace blowers, smoke exhausters, mill, tail, blowing fans. The economic effect of using a frequency drive also depends on the state of the implementation object. In third place in terms of share in the world market is compressors, at 13%. Compressors for which the use of a medium voltage frequency drive will be effective. Centrifugal, screw, reciprocating, rotary and turbochargers with a drive motor power of 160 kilowatts and higher. Next come mills, crushers, mixers, and other mechanisms. 10% of the world market. The fifth group, conveyors and rolling mills, 9% of the world market. And sixth, extruders and expellers, 5% of the world market. Next, consider how the use of MV/VFD impact on production processes in various industries and what benefits can be obtained from their implementation. Let's start with the largest group, pumps. The main benefits of using medium voltage frequency drives on pumps are saving up to 50% of consumed electrical energy, depending on the technological process. The saving effect is associated with the cubic dependence of the power consumption on the rotational speed of the centrifugal pump. Elimination of water hammer and pipelines, thanks to the smooth start and stop of the pump. Maintaining the set values of technological parameters without the use of shutoff and control valves. These parameters, first of all, include the pressure in the discharge manifold and the flow rate of the liquid in the pipeline. The peculiarity of regulation with the help of a frequency drive is that both the pressure and the flow rate directly depend on the rotational speed of the pump unit. while there is no need to change the cross-section of the pipeline, since this is done by shutoff and control valves. That allows you to extend the life of both the motor and the pump unit and reduce the number of scheduled repairs. Pump productivity gain by increasing its operating frequency. For example, an increase in motor speed by 5% of the nominal value will lead to an increase in pump performance by 5%. Implementation of the operating mode. Cascade, with shockless transfer to the main and the fence of the electric motor from the main. Extension of the electric motor lifetime due to the elimination of direct starts. Fans. The main benefits of using medium voltage frequency drives on fans are saving up to 60% of consumed electrical energy, depending on the technological process. The saving effect is associated with the cubic dependence of the power consumption of the fan speed. Extending the electric motor lifetime due to the elimination of direct starts, which damage the insulation in the frontal parts of the stator winding. Maintaining the set values of technological parameters without the use of a gate and guide vane. This is, first of all, maintaining the pressure and flow rate of air or combustion products in the chimney. A feature of regulation with the help of a frequency drive is that both the pressure and the flow rate directly depend on the fan speed, while there is no need to change the section of the pipeline or chimney, since this is done using a gate. Ensuring the accelerated stop of the fan due to the controlled stop, which makes it possible to speed up the procedure for switching between units and to reduce the downtime of technological equipment. Compressors. The main benefits of using medium voltage frequency drives on compressors are limiting the starting current, allowing the number of motor repairs to be reduced, and protecting other consumers from emergency stops. Unlike a soft starter, a frequency drive allows electric motors to start with a current not exceeding the rated value, preventing overheating or damage to the stator windings during start. Unstressed transfer to the main. This is especially important when connected to a weak main that does not allow even short-term current surges, and it is also important to avoid mechanical shock to the mechanism. Extension of the electric motor lifetime and compressor due to frequency starting. Energy saving of up to 40%, depending on technology. Saving in resources due to the elimination of gas discharge into the atmosphere. Reducing the level of environmental pollution by eliminating the discharge of toxic gas into the atmosphere. Mills, crushers, mixers, other mechanisms. The main benefits of using medium voltage frequency drives are extending the electric motor lifetime and mechanisms, in particular the gearbox, due to the elimination of direct starts and damage to the mill during grinding of large pieces of raw materials. Simplification of maintenance, replacement of lining, and unloading of the mill. Mill productivity gain of up to 5% by increasing the frequency above the rated level. Regulation of the quality of grinding due to the regulation of the speed of the mill. Removal of restrictions on the number of starts per day due to the limitation of starting currents. Speed regulation according to the requirements of the technological process. Ensuring the operation of the mechanism from a weak electrical main. Conveyors, rolling mills. This is the segment of the market where the use of medium voltage frequency drives makes it possible not only to improve, but to qualitatively change the operation of technological equipment, extend its lifetime, and reduce the time of repair work. The main benefits of using medium voltage frequency drives are removes the restriction on the number of launches per day, extending the electric motor and mechanism lifetime, in particular the gearbox, due to the limitation of the starting current, reduces the probability of a belt break when starting a conveyor due to a decrease in the starting torque of a loaded conveyor, ensures the maintenance of a constant belt speed, ensures the maintenance of the minimum belt speed while waiting for the load, provides support for the set speed and direction of the belt during maintenance and repair of the conveyor. Extruders, expellers. The main benefits of using medium voltage frequency drives are regulation of turns according to the requirements of the technological process to increase the productivity of the installation, optimization of energy consumption depending on the load of the unit. The effect is achieved by regulating the speed of the drive motor while maintaining the torque on the shaft. Decrease in starting currents during startup. This allows you to extend the life of the electric motor, to exclude overheating of the stator windings due to prolonged starts, and to avoid damage to the insulation of the stator windings in the frontal parts. It also allows you to remove restrictions on the number of motor starts, which makes the technological process more flexible, devoid of any downtime. Formation of an investment program aimed at modernization or development production. A responsible task, the implementation of which makes the enterprise more competitive in today's economic environment. See other materials on how to solve this challenge using Triol equipment. Work with Triol. Sell knowledge.